as Naya Rivera. She played.
Hi, Naya.
We are going to listen to a young lady. She's only 14 years old, Naya, and a credible voice.
Naya Rivera, please.
Naya Rivera.
Boys, you know, our next guest is the singing, dancing, cheerleading lesbian on Glee. On Thursday, she is host of Bud Light Music First 51 concert event. Please welcome Naya Rivera.
And folks, the adorable Naya Rivera, everybody.
You're so beautiful.
What's it all about, Alfie? Is it just for the moment we live? What's it all about?
I grew up in Valencia, California. It was very suburban, very family-oriented. We would ride our bikes around and we could walk to the grocery store, kind of like Pleasantville. My mom was an aspiring model, and that's who really got me into the industry. I started modeling as a kid, and I had, funny enough, the same modeling agent as my mother did. And we just kept going on auditions and never really stopped.
Yeah, because you're beautiful. You could be a model. Would you like to do some modeling?
I did that.
Oh, excuse me?
And at age 5, I landed my first television role on CBS's The Royal Family.
I play Hillary. It's, she eats.
Is that all she does? What else?
And she talks.
Hi, my name is...
Thank you.
Honey, you're the customer. Pretend you like it.
Why?
Because Mommy has to sell it.
Why?
So that Mommy can make her commission.
Why?
So that we can all eat.
Eat? So what do you have to show me today, Elizabeth?
The Royal Family only lasted one season, but I really believe that it had all the elements of a great sitcom and could have been as successful as The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Family Matters if Red hadn't passed away. When this happened, my family obviously mourned Red's death, but we also mourned the passing of the show. That kind of opportunity doesn't come along very often, and when I was cast on the show, we saw it as the beginning of a long career. It was tough to watch it kind of sputter to a halt less than a year later. By the end of elementary school, my acting career had totally dried up. At that age, you're too old to play a cute kid, too young to play a hot teenager, and basically no one wants you. I was still determined to keep it moving, so I shifted my focus to music.
Now, what are we doing here? We're at the Market Street studio, and what are we doing here today?
We're recording some demos, getting ready to do some music. I've been singing all my life, so I'm trying to pursue that as a career right now.
One of the demo gems is about my best friend betraying me and trying to pick up my man, or boy, at the mall. It has spoken word interludes where I'm saying things like, "Girl, how could you? We were like blood."
I saw him first when we was at the mall. I know my best friend wouldn't do me, and tears coming down, girl, you know you're wrong. Spent half the night on the phone with him, and now both of y'all got...
In the end, nothing seemed right, and by the time I was nearing the end of high school, my music career had also ground to a halt. I was officially a regular-ass kid, complete with a lack of direction and an affinity for bad decisions. While I may have been black enough for Mattel, it wasn't that clear-cut once I got to school. I soon started realizing that I was too white for the black kids, too black for the Latinos, and just generally too all-around other for the white kids. To this day, I still get the "what are you?" question all the time.
A little politically incorrect, but I need to ask you, what are you, ethnicity-wise? Like, seriously.
It's fine. I get that all the time.
Really?
I'm half Puerto Rican and a quarter German and a quarter black.
That's when you used to be black. That picture. That is when I used to be black. What is your background? background?
I'm half Puerto Rican, quarter German, quarter black.
Oh, so this, okay, so you got some
Yeah,
black
I
in
am
you.
a quarter black. I just spent more time in the sun then.
Oh, I gotcha.
I still look forward to the day when Black and Latino and Asian and all us others actors can just be, actors. Wouldn't that be swell? But I knew I was an other, and exactly what kind of other, before I knew my address or my telephone number. I hated my quarter white, quarter black, half Puerto Rican, and all frizz hair. I just hated everything about myself. My parents always seemed to be fighting about money. The screaming matches usually brought on by something new my dad had just bought, or by the fact that he'd taken out a double mortgage on the house. They spent very little time with each other, and whenever they were both in the house, the tension was as thick as jello. So for about 3 years, from the time I was 15 until I was a senior in high school, I was almost always financially helping my family in some way. One day, I just decided to see how long I could go without eating. I never thought I was fat. If anything, my lack of boobs and scrawny legs told me that I was actually too skinny. But being extra OCD about food soon became my thing. It gave me something to think about all day, and it was a secret that I could obsess over without anyone else knowing about it. At the worst of it, I was 5'4" tall and weighed 98 pounds. Controlling what I ate was my one way out. The place where I felt like I got to make the decisions in my life. In my journal, I'd note what I'd eaten that day and what I planned to eat tomorrow. Keeping track and organizing what I ate and the effort it took to hide what I was doing felt like a full-time job, which was actually exactly what I wanted. I wasn't acting at all anymore, and I needed to have something that felt like work.
I reached a point where I was like, I have to go to college and try to get a real job because money actually matters, because this doesn't seem to be working out. And I was bummed by it, but I was just trying to be realistic, even though my whole life I've, said plan A or plan A. And then my mom was the one that was like, just give it 6 months and go on everything and don't be picky and just see what happens.
This is just, a dream come true. It's like going to work every single day with 12 of your best friends.
What does it mean to have amassed this Naya army in just 4 short years?
Oh my God, I sit back and I'm like, how did that happen? I'm not that cool, I swear.
I didn't know. I honestly didn't know anything about the show and what they were trying to do. I was, just trying to be on it.
It's just been the biggest blessing because I've been juggling acting and singing and dancing all my life, and then to finally be on something where I can do all three in one show. Everyone's been really great. All of our fans are amazing. Someone was like, you need to watch out though because, you've been rude to half the characters of the show and people really like them, so they're going to start being mean to you. I hope not. Don't be mean to me. I'm really nice in person. Because I just try to be really, really honest with people when I think that they suck,
Yeah.
I guess.
Now, the two of you are series regulars now, correct?
Yes.
That's true. Round of applause.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Is that exciting? You're part of the, officially part of the group?
It's so great because now we're integrated into the cast and we get to hang out with these clowns more often. Yeah, it's so much fun. We're really excited and, I feel like we worked hard and got a reward, so yes, it's very rewarding. It is. Stop. No, it is. It is.
Total inside joke. Yeah. We feel like you were adopted.
No.
Really? Yeah. They found us at the pound. We were and they were the orphans on the side. That were
No.
I want one blonde and one brunette.
I had no idea, going into it. I've never played this sort of character
before I didn't know what to expect. And then, on Twitter every day, constantly since then, I've gotten the sweetest notes from people, like things that really just warm my heart. Like one girl told me that she was thinking about committing suicide. I hate to bring it there, but I never thought that it would be that serious to some people, and it is. And, a lot of people have said that scene gave them courage to come out to their parents and their friends and their loved ones. And so I think that it's something that's, very important. And I hope that we handled it responsibly, which I think that we did.
You guys were so good.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, the response has been overwhelming, and I'm more than honored to play this character.
Yeah.
You and Mark?
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah, on the cast. Now, he's hot. He's been here on the show. We've seen him post up and checked him out. He's hot. So, but both of you are mature enough and you're able to work together. You don't have to be on different sides of the room and all that.
No, Mark and I were never like a serious thing.
Yeah.
We have always been best friends. I still consider him one of my best friends.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, he's like the sweetest guy. Put your hand up if you wouldn't smooch that mug.
Look at those legs.
I am strangely turned on right now. Because Mark was one of the leads in the show, people started to recognize him long before they knew who I was. And so he explained to me the deal. His publicist thought it would be better for his image if he pretended to not have a girlfriend. Though I had a feeling his pretending to be single had less to do with his publicist and more to do with his dick. A saner woman would have walked away from that relationship right then and there, but two things stopped me from doing so. One, I was not a sane woman at that time in my life, and two, to break up with Mark would mean I wouldn't have a reason to fight with him anymore. And I loved fighting with him. I was addicted to the drama. He's a moody fucking person, and whenever he'd get in a mood, I'd start feeling some type of way. All in the name of good, clean, unhealthy fun. No me gusta.
Santana.
I had been terrified of getting pregnant my whole life. Probably that old dream killer thing, and the fact that it had happened to my mom. And taking a pregnancy test was practically a weekly ritual for me. Not really to see if I was pregnant, but more to prove to myself that I wasn't. Except this time, holy fuck. It was never a question of whether I was going to have the baby. I just knew I couldn't. I don't think I ever emotionally healed from the abortion, which is why it is so mind-blowing that some people think having an abortion is the carefree girl's #1 choice to keep on partying. In reality, it is anything but an easy choice.
Naya Rivera opens up about having an abortion after breaking up with her then-boyfriend, Ryan Dorsey.
Do you still think about it today? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that rings true for any woman, whether it be, making a decision or a miscarriage. I think it's always on your mind. And it's one of those, little scars.
You just here as arm candy for Miss Rivera?
Just here, just for her.
Yeah, he flew all the way out here just for me, so I'm a very lucky girl.
Congratulations are in order for Big Sean and Naya Rivera. The gorgeous couple are engaged. Rivera's rep has confirmed that the rapper asked the Glee star for her hand in marriage. The couple have been dating for nearly 6 months, making their relationship public back in April.
Rapper Big Sean and Glee star Naya Rivera shock us by ending their engagement with some nasty drama.
Every day I wake up celebrating shit. Why? Because I just dodged a bullet from a crazy bitch.
These sites were reporting that Sean called off the engagement because I was jealous and controlling, and that I had violent fits of anger.
You know what? Let me get it.
I decided I was going to make the best out of my love life, suddenly being in shambles, and focus all that extra energy on my career. Keep it professional. Then that also hit the fan. And the gossip pages. It was the end of Glee's 5th season, and it had been a rough year. Everyone who worked on the show was already stressed. I wasn't trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho, but as you've probably realized by now, I'm a blunt person. So when things get to a boiling point, I am going to say something. So I walked up to our producer and said, so if you would kindly get up and handle something, anything, that would be awesome. He lost it and started screaming at me in front of the crew. I've been running this show for 6 years, he yelled. Without raising my voice, I responded, Yes, poorly. Ooh, girl. Wrong thing to say. 'Cause after that, Nene didn't get asked back to work.
Naya Rivera has been fired from Glee. New York Daily News reports that a source has confirmed the news to them.
So people have been freaking out about reports claiming that Naya Rivera was fired from Glee.
Naya Rivera got written off of Glee? What? This is the latest news to hit Hollywood, following reports that Naya and co-star Lea Michele were completely clashing on the set. In fact, that's supposedly the reason behind Naya getting kicked off, according to the E! News story.
So is this true? Will we be saying goodbye to the longtime cast member soon? According to Naya's rep, the firing reports are absolutely untrue. End of story.
Just months after breaking off her engagement with rapper Big Sean, Naya Rivera said "I do" to actor Ryan Dorsey, People is reporting.
The former Glee star was arrested and charged with misdemeanor domestic battery on Saturday after an alleged altercation with her husband, Ryan Dorsey.
Now, Big Sean had done several interviews in the past, and he said old girl is 50 shades of crazy. She was both physically and verbally abusive, but there was no way that a black man would call the police on her.
I told y'all. Y'all thought I was playing, but I told y'all.
I can't believe I'm actually going to say this because I have known you ever since you were like 9, but welcome to mommyhood.
I know.
Isn't it amazing?
It's the best job
And you
in
look
the entire
awesome.
world.
Amazing.
Thank you. So do you.
You love being a mommy.
Oh my gosh, yes.
What's the greatest thing about being a mom?
Everything. I mean, absolutely everything. You know, it's very early mornings, but I am so excited every morning. It's like Christmas. I like get up like 10 minutes earlier to like go wake him up. And he always greets me with a smile.
He is my whole world. I'm a mother and a wife, and you know, I do all of these other really awesome things, but at the end of the day, those are the things that I care about the most.
I love you. Gonna make it diggy. That'll make it you. I love you.
Can kiss?
The devoted single mom set out for adventure on Lake Piru with her son. But hours later, the then 4-year-old Josie was found by another boater, asleep, adrift, alone wearing a life vest. Naya was gone.
He told us, he said, "Don't worry, we have Josie, but your daughter's missing." And it was almost like a force. I don't know what it was, but I was just pushed backwards, just screaming.
The crazy part is that Josie told me, he told all of us, but he said, and he didn't tell me this for a while after, he's like, we jumped in and I said, "Are you sure about this?" She's like, "Yeah." She's like, "Oh my God, are we gonna die?" And Mommy said, "Don't be silly."
We know from speaking with her son that he and Naya swam in the lake together at some point during their journey. It was during that time that her son described being helped into the boat by Naya, who boosted him onto the deck from behind. He told investigators that he looked back and saw her disappear under the surface of the water, that she mustered enough energy to get her son back onto the boat, but not enough to save herself.
The only consolation is that I have always trusted that God has a plan for me, even if I don't understand it.
I know exactly when that moment was that I was, definitely like, these are some of my best friends.
How are you doing with that, with the reality that she's no longer here? How's the grieving process going for you?
She was so grand and amazing, and so sad that the world didn't get to see how beautiful her mind was, as talented a singer she was, and actor, and how beautiful she was on the outside. That girl was quick. She was witty as hell. She was smart. There were so many things that she has to offer the world.
But I do have this really hilarious one of Naya. With those
those Rocky Horror lips? What is that?
No, she had those black lips.
What is that?
She sent it to me and was like, "Amber, I finally did it." Get the fuck
Amber.
I found it.
Yeah, it's a fact. Whoa.
There she is.
Whoa.
Amber, that's
Amber.
creative. Yes,
That's so
Amber.
fun.
Yes.
I love the hair.
The hair is so
I love
good.
it.
Pump it.
Yeah,
How did she
and
walk into the
pump it.
house? She was like trying to fit into the door. I was like, you can take the box off.
some hedges to obscure the view so people can't creep in on us.
Oh, now get.
Okay. I don't know who that
Go on,
was.
I said get. Go on now.
I'm just gonna leave.
They got no room for you here. Go on. We don't want none.
To say that Glee means a lot to me is an understatement, and there are a lot of people who worked on that show who I love dearly. Chris Colfer is one of them.
So Naya would always sing along to the Lion King. She loved the Lion King, and she'd always sing that one part from Scar's song "Be Prepared" all the time, like just randomly, like "Be prepared," you know? And it would always make us laugh. And then I remember one night I was going to bed, like I was in bed, and I thought of her singing "Be Prepared" in my head. So I was like, oh my God, how funny. So I text her, "Be prepared," right? And then I go to sleep. Anyway, so what, like an idiot, I thought she would just completely interpret that text as "Be prepared." But no, she got a text message from me in all caps saying, "Be prepared." So I woke up the next morning with about 23 missed calls from her and like 106 text messages because she thought I was trying to warn her that like something awful was about to happen to her. And then I text her very sheepishly. I was like, like the Lion King. And then it was like dead silent for days. And then I saw her on set and I was so embarrassed. And I walked up to her and she just goes, "I wasn't prepared."
Excellent.
Kevin proposed to me, but he asked if I would solemnly swear to be his friend for the rest of his life, and I said yes.
So our nicknames for each other were B. Okay, shit. So every now and then she would call me. She was like, "B." There was one time when she got into a little spat with someone, and then she like an innocent like little thing, and then she was like, I was like, "What did you do?" She's like, "Well, I said this." I was like, "Well, that's not." She's like, "Well, yeah, but I said it."
I mean, I actually had an acceptance speech prepared, which I will pull out of my tits if you don't mind.
But I made some of the best friends ever, and I will hopefully be friends with them for the rest of my life.
Every kind of pain, I've tried every other way. Honestly, I need a change. God knows I'm tired.
The character of Santana Lopez was so important.
With the exception of our show, there were almost no LGBTQ teens on television at the time.
Especially young Latina LGBTQ women.
And as an ally, Naya was so honored to represent them.
That scene when Santana came out to her grandmother.
I love girls.
And was rejected.
Now. I'm the same person I was a minute ago.
It still makes me cry.
But things are getting better because every year there's more LGBTQ representation on TV and more diverse representation, which leads to more acceptance and more kindness.
We are so very proud to be part of that trajectory, and we're very proud to honor our incredible friend, Naya Rivera, tonight.
Naya's mother wasn't able to join us tonight, but she did want to share these words. Naya would be honored to receive this recognition. When Naya was told that Santana would be a lesbian, she called me to let me know. And I asked her how did she feel about that, and she said, "I feel great about it." Little did we know that she would impact so many people in the LGBTQ community. Her desire was to always be an advocate to those who did not have a voice. I don't believe that she realized how important she was to this world. I am grateful that my eldest daughter helped to change the landscape of how we view and see each other.
You know, I honestly don't think that she even knew the impact that she had. People would come up to her all the time and say, "You saved my life." My sister, even though she was acting, was touching people's real lives and helping them become who they really are and not being ashamed of that.
Today, Yolanda hopes that Naya's life leaves one lasting message.
I would like my daughter's, Naya's, legacy to be one that teaches people to love. Love who you are, because you don't get another life. Now I see Josie, and it's almost like, it's so reminiscent because he's like a boy version of her in every sense of the word.
In what way?
Just his tenacity, his drive, his zeal, his adventure for life. He's just, he's Naya in boy form.
Yes. He loves entertaining.
Yes.
He loves singing at the top of his lungs.
His grandma showed her on TV. He wanted to watch the Glee movie, and I tried to watch it, but it's still like, I mean, pictures are hard enough. I can't just sit there and watch her sing, and like, you know, it's hard for me. But he sat there and he watched the whole movie, and you can see his eyes welling up a little bit. But he's a strong boy, and he has a lot of content and episodes and stuff. Like his mom will live forever.
Your beautiful son Josie is strong, healthy, and happy. He's growing up, and he's been taken care of just like you did. He knows you're okay and watching over him, rest assured. And he talks about you all the time. Mama, thank you for caring for me, your brother and sister. Keep sleeping soundly, my angel, and we'll take it from here.
So tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, Christ, the Savior, is born. Oh, silent night, holy night, the Son of God loves your light, radiant beams from thy holy face, with the dawn of redeeming grace. Oh, Jesus, light in thy birth. Ooh, Jesus, Lord, and thy birth. Oh, sleep in heavenly peace.